Hi, this is Brahmanaidu. Welcome to sfdcscenarios.com. So today we'll see parent-to-child communication in Lightning Web Component. Okay, so first we will see the simple methodology. So basically we have two methodologies. Okay, first we will see the simple methodology, and after that we will see other methodology. It's like Aura method. Okay, so let me write the code. So I have already created two components. One is child component 5 and other one is parent component 5. Okay, so now we want to pass the value from parent component to child component, right? So now what I'll do is I'll create a variable in the parent component. Okay, so I have already imported API module, API property, right? So API blog name equal to sfdc scenarios dot blogspot.com. Okay, so now what I'll do is I'll just include child component here. So child component, okay, so child component 5, right? So let me create a variable as a child component. Okay, so basically I want to pass this value to the child component. So name, okay, so for the child component name I'll be passing blog name. Okay, so let me close this. First, let me push this code to the source org. Okay, so this is a simple way of passing, value from parent component to child components. Okay, so now the code is getting deployed. Let's wait for a while. So just loading. Okay, so now let me go to child component and let me put some simple message. A value from parent component is, okay, so name. Okay, so let me deploy the child component as well. Okay, let me push this code to the source out. So the code is getting deployed. Okay, so we are successfully able to deploy the code to the source out. I have already created an application and then I just included the parent component name here. So let me reload this application. Now we should able to see the value from parent component. Okay, so now let me explain this code one more time. Right, so in the child component I just put some simple message and I have created a variable, so there is no value to this initially, right? So basically I'm passing the value to the child component, right, from the parent component, right? So this is the name of the child component, right, and the name is the child component variable, right, and the blog name is, right, so we have given some default value to it, right? So we are passing this blog name to a name child component variable. That's it. Okay. So now next we will see the second methodology. Okay. So okay, first let me go through this PPT. Okay. So in this component, so in this scenario also we'll be creating two components since the communication is from parent to child, right? So at least we should have two components. Okay. First, let me explain the parent component, right? So I have included child component here and I have created two input fields, right? And I have created button as well, right? So provide and I have declared a class. Okay. So since I want to get the value with the help of query selector, that's the reason I have declared a class and I have given some name to it. Okay. So without providing the class also, you can get the value. So event dot target dot by using event dot target dot value, right? So on clicking of a button, what I'll be doing is I'll be just getting the value. I have declared two variables. Okay. First name and the last name. Okay, so if you want to refer this variable, right, so we have to make the use of this property, right? So this is a way how you have to, how you'll be getting the value of an input through query selector. Okay, so this is the name of the class since we want to get the value, so dot value. right? So I have created variable, right? So I'm passing the data in the form of JSON. Okay, the first name and the last name. And for the first name, I'm passing the first name, and the second name, I'm passing second name. And and what I'll be doing is in the child component, I have created a method. Okay. So basically I want to pass, I want to call this method, and then I just want to pass some values to it. Okay. From the parent component, I have called, I'm just selecting, finding the child component, and then I'm calling this method, right? So names. Okay. In the child component, what I'll be doing is I'll be just, right? I have declared two variables, and then I'm just getting the value names dot first name and names dot last name. Okay. So now let me go to the VS Code. I'll write the code in the VS Code. Okay. So this is the other way. So we don't have to pass this value like this. Okay. So now what I'll do is I'll create two input fields. Lightning input type equal to text, label equal to first name. Okay. And the class. Okay, we'll be getting the value, right? So with the help of query selector. So if we want to get the value with the help of query selector, then we should have to write a class. Okay, so selector lightning input. I'm creating one more input field. So text label equal to last name, and I'm providing the class to it. Class equal to ln. Okay, so let me close this. I'm creating a button, lighting button label. Okay, so this is the name of the button. Fire the event and variant equal to brand. So on clicking of this, we are going to pass the values from pass the values to the child component. Handle click. Okay, so let me close this. Okay, so now what I'll do is let me remove this. We don't need blog name. So now what I'll do is I'll declare two variables, first name and last name. Okay, API means public, last name. Okay, so now, okay, so we will get the values. Okay, so if we want to refer this variable, then we have to make the use of this property. This dot first name equal to, so we'll be getting the value with the help of template. This dot template dot. Okay, so we'll be getting the values with the help of, right? So query selector, right? So this dot template dot query selector, and what is the class name to the first input field? So fn. So what is the class name to the second input field? eln, right? So this is a selector, right? So fn, right? So since I want to get the value dot a value, okay. So so let let me put template. So this dot template dot query selector. Okay, so let me remove this. Why we are getting an error? Okay, so let me. Okay, so got it. So let me copy this method. Okay, so handle click event. Okay, so if we want to refer the variable, we have to make the use of first name. Okay, so this dot template dot query selector. Okay, selector and first name dot, since I want to get the value dot value. So so if you want to refer the second variable, then we have to make the use of, right, this property. This dot template dot query selector. So what was the second class to the second input field, right? ELN. right? So we will be getting the value dot ln dot value. Okay. So now what I'll do is, okay, let me push this code to the search arc. It is getting deployed. Getting deployed. Okay, so we are successfully able to deploy the code to the source arc. Now what I'll do is, let me remove this. I'll create a method here. So display values. Okay, so let me deploy this code to the source arc. Okay, so now what I'll do is, since we are going to pass multiple values, right? So I'll create a variable. Okay, so where, right? So names equal to, I'll be just passing the values in the JSON format. Okay, and the for first name, this dot, I'm passing first name, right? And for the last name, this dot, last name. Okay, so we have done with this name part. So now what we have to do is, we have to call the child component a method here. Okay, so it should be API property. Okay, so API. Now what I'll do is, I'll call I'll call the I mean, I'll just find the ID, find the child component, and then I'll just pass the values to it. Okay, so I'm using query selector, this dot template dot query selector. Okay, so what was the child component name? C dot. Okay, so let me copy it from here. Child component 5, right? Okay, so let me copy it here. Okay, I'm calling a method. So what was the method name in the child component? Display values. Okay, for display values, I'm passing names. Okay, so let me deploy this code to the source arc. So it's getting deployed. Okay, so we are successfully able to deploy the code to the source arc. Now what I'll do is, okay, so I'll pass the name. Okay, so I'll be creating two variables. Okay, so I just want to display the values uh, in the component in the HTML file. So API, I'll be creating two variables, if name and last name. Okay, so now if we want to refer the variable, we have to make the use of this property. So I'll be getting the value with the help of a reference variable name dot. So what was the name? First name. Okay, so first name. So if you want to refer, right, the second variable, right? So any variable you have to use this property, right? So L name equal to names dot. Let me copy the variable from the parent component. So last name, okay. So now I just want to display these values in the component, okay. So let me go to the child component, and what I'll do is here. So I'll just print some message. Okay, so let me copy the name, if name and L name, right? So if name, and I'll be just giving some break. Okay, so break, and the last name is, okay. So L name. Okay, so now let me deploy this code to the source arc. So the code is getting deployed. Okay, so now let me just go back to the application. I have already included the parent component here. Now let me reload this application. Okay, so now we should able to see two input fields and one button. So on clicking of a button, we are going to pass the value from parent component to child component, right? So let me show you the output. So Brahmanaidu, and I'm just providing some values to the input. Let me click on fire event, right? So the values are getting passed from parent to child component, right? So let me explain this code once. Okay, so I have created two input fields. One is first name and other one is last name. I have provided some name to the class, right? You can get the values in two ways. One is through query selector and other one is through by using event. Okay, so let's say if you want to get the current value, event dot target dot value. I have created a button. So on clicking of this button, what we'll be doing is we'll be just, right? We'll be passing the values to the child component method. Okay, so I have created two variables, first name and a last name. So this is a method. On clicking of a button, this method will get called. Okay, so if we want to refer this variable, then we have to make the use of this property, right? So here I'm just getting the input value with the help of query selector. Fn is basically a class name. Ln is also a class name, right? And I have created a variable, right? So I'm sending the data in the form of JSON, right? So first name, for the first name, I'm sending this value, first input field value, right? For the last name, I'm sending this value, right? So, and I'm just calling the method from the parent component itself, right? So I'm calling the child component method from the parent component. Display value is the method, display values is a method which I have created and the child component. And I'm passing this name to the child component, right? So in the child component, what I did is I just created two variables. So first name and the last name, right? So and I have provided, and this is a AP public method and a passed value, right? So if you want to refer this variable, then we have to make the use of this property, right? So basically from this variable, I'm just getting the first name and last name. I'm just putting it to this variable, first name and last name. So I'm just printing those variables in the component. That's it, guys. So this is like a aura method which we have it in lightning components. Okay. Okay, so thanks guys. If you like the content in my channel, please subscribe my channel and share it to your friends. It might be very helpful to them. Thanks guys.